Hi, today I want to show you how to make red curry chicken soup. It has lots of vegetables and is really delicious. Here's all the ingredients, and I'll have a list at the end. First, we're going to take chicken thighs and we're going to brown them in a skillet. Salt and pepper to taste. I'm going to turn on my cast iron skillet so that I can get a really good crisp on the chicken. And we're just going to put the chicken right in. Can you hear that sizzle? After 6 minutes, we're going to turn the chickens. Look how nice and brown they are. Try not to get oil on the camera. And then we're going to cook these for an additional 3 minutes. And when that's done, I'm just going to turn off my flame and set the chickens on a plate. Just put them aside. Okay, so first I'm going to peel carrots, and I have rainbow carrots, but you can just use any carrots that you have. I just happen to have rainbow carrots in my fridge. And I'm going to cut off the tips and cut off the tops. If you keep the tops on your carrots while they're in the refrigerator, they'll stay longer. Okay, and I'm just going to cut these into diagonal wedges. Put those aside. Let me show you on here. I'm going to cut this down so I have a flat area and the carrot won't wiggle. Just cut it into diagonal wedges. Put those up with the other carrots. And this soup has a lot of ingredients, but if you'll prep out all your vegetables ahead of time, it really makes it easy. And that's what I'm doing here. Okay, now I'm going to cut this onion up and I'm going to dice it. It's about a half a cup of onions. Okay, now I'm going to get a red bell pepper and cut the ends off. And then I'm just going to take it over to the sink and clean out the inside and cut it in half. And I'm using a serrated knife here because it's easy to get through the skin with a serrated knife. Just like doing a tomato, you want to use a serrated knife. And that way you can cut through that tomato skin without tearing it. Same with these bell peppers. You're not going to tear it with the serrated knife. And now I'm going to peel a ginger root and cut off that little dry edge. And I'm going to grate this ginger root. You can't see it. Okay, so here we go. I'm grating the ginger root. This ginger smells so good. And I want 2 tablespoons of the ginger root, and I'm just going to set it up here with my other prepped out veggies. Now I'm going to do my garlics. I'm going to use 4 cloves of garlic. I'm going to slam it with the back of my knife, or the side of my knife actually, and that will get the paper right off of it. And then we're going to slice it. And of course you can't really see, can you? I'm sorry. And then after they're sliced, I'm going to mince them. And the best way is just to hold your knife, the point end down, and raise the back up and down. And this will really give you a nice mince on these garlic. Okay, they look pretty good. Now here's all my prepped out vegetables ready to go into the crock pot. They It looks so good. Okay, so I like to spray my crock pot so things don't stick to the sides. And I have it turned on. I'm going to slide all my vegetables right in. Okay, now we're going to add 2 tablespoons of fish sauce. And we're going to add 2 tablespoons of red curry paste. And boy, does this stuff smell good. Oh, I love it. And here I'm adding a can of chicken broth, and you can see it just all goes into the crock pot. It's so easy. Give that a stir. Oh, it's already smelling good, and nothing is hardly even cooked. Here's what it looks like inside. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot the scallions and the water chestnuts. So I'm going to cut up 3 scallions and a little small can of water chestnuts. Put that in there. Then I'm going to add my chicken in on top of that. So you just take your 6 chicken thighs and put them right in on top. Cover it. Oh, but before you do, here's what it looks like with the chicken inside the crock pot. Okay, so you're going to let this cook for 5 hours. In the meantime, while you still have everything out, we're going to prep out some mushrooms and some basil. So I've washed my mushrooms. I don't really like mushrooms all that much, but my husband loves them. So I put them in there in pretty big chunks, and then I can fish them out at the end if I don't want to eat them. Sometimes I eat them. Anyway, I'm just going to slice these up and put them in a bowl, and I'll put a little plastic wrap over it. And then I'm just going to stick them in the refrigerator. Here's my basil. Pick out any that I don't like. You can chiffonade the basil if you want, but I'm just going to rough chop it here and throw it in the bowl. You're going to put these into the crock pot after you've cooked it for 5 hours, and then you're going to put in the coconut milk. So just cover those up. Now it's been 5 hours, and so what you want to do is take your chicken out of the crock pot. Take all 6 pieces out. And what we're going to do is take the skin and the meat off the chickens. I've already done one, but let me show you. This is so easy. The chicken literally just comes off of the bone. So you're going to take that bone right out of there. Set that aside. And then I'm going to take out any little gristly pieces or that little piece of cartilage that you'll find at the end of the bone. And you want to take out the dark vein that you find in here. There's the little cartilage. Once you have all that cleaned up and ready to go, you just kind of rough chop it. The chicken will really break down inside the crock pot as it cooks. So you just give it a little chop. Pop it right into the crock pot. So you do it again. The skin comes right off. Set it aside. And then just take your fork and peel the chicken right off the bone. There's your bone. I'm going to set that aside. You want to get that little dark vein out of there and set that aside. And then look for that little knuckle. There's a little piece of cartilage that is at the end of the chicken leg. Just take that out, set it aside. Give your chicken a chop. Just to cut it up into smaller pieces. That's all you're doing. Pop that into the crock pot, and you want to do that with all 6 chicken thighs. Then we're going to take our mushrooms and basil out of the refrigerator and just pop that right into the crock pot. Okay, I'm going to open up the coconut milk, the canned coconut milk. And this is what it looks like. It's kind of thick on top. There's a thick coating on top. Can't even get it out. So you're going to just get a spoon and go through there. This adds so much flavor. And then see all the coconut milk underneath it? Or water. It looks like water. This adds such a delicious flavor to this soup. Now, if you like it spicy, I would put in probably a teaspoon of cayenne pepper at this point. Give it a nice kick. It really complements the sweetness of the coconut milk. Okay, and then you just stir it in. And you're going to cover your crock pot and let this cook for another hour or so until the mushrooms are all cooked down. Okay, so our Thai chicken soup is ready, and right before we serve it, I'm going to take that lime and just squeeze the juice right into the soup. Serve it up with a couple of egg rolls and enjoy. If you like these recipes, please subscribe to my page. Here's the recipe and the ingredients for the soup. I hope you'll try it. It's really a good one. Bye.